Hey everybody, this video is going to show you some of the design options you have in the back end of the Rana template. So I'm in the ITDR admin and I am under the design tab right here. So if you choose from the drop down, you can pick the design tab, and that's going to give you all the options you have for your template. So we're going to go over some of these options and share with you what you can do and where some of these changes will take effect. So first thing I'm going to do is in this settings tab, I'm going to show you the top bottom banner color. So this color right here, and any of the colors that you change, you can always click and pick a color, or you can type the code in from Photoshop. So you can just copy and paste it and put it right in there and it'll change the color. But this color right here is going to affect this color on the top, and it's going to affect this color on the bottom. So if you want to change those two colors, they're tied to that first option right there. You then have the top and bottom banner background pattern. If you wanted to add a pattern up here or down here, you can go ahead and upload it right into there and it'll do that. You have the theme accent color, and that theme accent color is going to affect these little icons here. It's also going to affect this color right here as well to show you what you've selected. The next option is the blog width. Right now it's set to 1,000. If we wanted to bring all of this content in, we can go ahead and make this smaller, and it would reduce the width of the size of the blog and that main body area. We also have the contact page sidebar width. So I'm going to go ahead and go to our contact page, and you're going to see, I'm going to pull this in a little bit, you're going to see that we have this sidebar right here. If you wanted this area to get smaller, you would just change the width of that. The next option you have is the border color, and that border color, we're going to go ahead and go to the blog, and you're going to see that there is a 1 pixel line that wraps around these mini posts, and that color is going to be chosen right here. And then you have the navigation link padding, and that's going to be the distance you have between each navigation button. So if you want it to get tighter or you want it to get wider, you can go ahead and change that setting right there. And then you have the form field background, which is going to apply to the contact form. So I'm going to go to the contact form, and the form field background is going to be this inner white area right here. So that's going to be this color. And then you have the form field border color, which is going to be the 1 pixel line that wraps around. And then you have the footer border color, and that's going to actually be these lines in here. So now let's go ahead and go over to the logo area. So if you want to add a logo to your site, you can go ahead and do that here. If you choose not to use the logo, you can just type in a logo text, your studio, and it'll appear right here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this as it is and let you know that if you do use this, you do have the opportunity to change the font. And we cover that in a different video, but if you want to go ahead and add a font, you can. And then we have the heading font fallback. So if you're not going to use a font for typing in your name, then you'll go ahead and use a serif or sans serif. And then you have the logo text color and the logo text size. So if you're typing in your information, all this information under here is going to apply to that. If you want to just upload a transparent ping like we have, and you can see it really lightly there, you can go ahead and do that as well. Now if we go to the home tab, we have the social icon color and the social icon background color. That's going to be this area right here. So these icons right now are the dark gray and the background's the light gray. So these are the icon color and this is the background color. And then you have the home box title font color. So if you scroll down a little bit further, there are these colors right here. These are the title colors. And then we have the option to use the home box title pattern. And if I go ahead and turn this on and click save, it's going to refresh it, and you're going to see a pattern that we have added there if you wanted to use it. So it's this little box pattern. And then if you don't want to use that, you don't have to, and if you want to use something else, you can upload it there. And when you click save, it'll turn those on or off. And then we have the Instagram post frame color, which right now we have to white, and that's this border that wraps around any of these items, so you can change that color. And then if we go to the blog tab, we have the space between the posts. So let's go ahead and go up to the blog, and let's actually click into one of the blogs. And we have the space between the post images, and that's going to be this space here. So if you want to tighten it up, you make it smaller. If you want it wider, you make it larger. We have the mini post settings where we have the background color, and the mini post is this right here, and so this background color is white, and you have the height, the post height, which will be this height right here. And then you have the sticky post. The sticky post is something that you can add to the top and have it stick up there, and that's going to be this height right here. So if you want to change that, you can, and if you want to change the general height of the regular ones, you can. And then you have the mini post image height, and that refers to this image here. So if you want to play around with those settings, you can. Like I said, the fonts we cover in another video, so you can go ahead and play around with that by looking at the other video and the other documentation. And then the last thing we have is the background. So right now you can see that we have, if we go back to that home page, if you look really carefully, there is a little texture right in here. It's a little cross pattern that is already in there, and that's our default background. You can go ahead and remove that, and then you can choose the colors, and the colors of this area is what it's referring to. It's just this middle area. So you can have it be solid white and you make it white on white, or you can change this top color to be another color that blends into this color. So this color can blend into this color, so you can create a gradient if you like. And then if you don't want to do that and you want to put an image back here, you can upload an image and you can decide if it tiles or fill frames or so on. So those are the options that you have with the Rana template. I hope that was informative and it helps out, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much.